This is... I'll put you above my head. How about that? Shh. I forgot my Stream Elements password. Yeah, okay. That works. Shh. You're somewhere. Oh. You know what? There. There. Now we're together, chat. No, I can't see you over there. Okay. Now we're together, chat. I can't read it. Oh, dang it. Alright, I'll figure it out in a moment. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression. Oh, there we go. Oh, I gotta turn that down too. And I gotta turn myself up. Here we go. May not have a safe experience playing this game. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you're at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Oh. I can be with you. Alright, perfect. Let's see. I don't even think I can find my Streamlabs even if I wanted to. Oh well, we'll fix it in a minute. New game. Ba-doop. Please enter your name. Trill. There we go. Hey. Hello. I see an annoying girl. Dang. We starting off with violence? Running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I get tired of being awake. I want to go to bed. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. What? What? However, I just sigh and idle in front of a crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again today, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Apparently I was. That's mean, Trill. I'm apparently a very bad person. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Well, by the way, Chill, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I already told you, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Yeah, I'm a loner. I hate people. I'm emo. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, that's not true. You told me you were joining a club this year. I lied. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Why do I hate Sayori so much? Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh, I'm a loser. I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Okay, you're judgmental. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. But seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Am I depressed? Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, No, I don't know. Why are you blushing like that? Well, then you can come to my club. Hello. Hi. How are you doing today? Salamat siang. Or is it Salamat? I don't know. Sayori, my beloved. In front of your sister? Yuck! Hey, I'll really beat you up, Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Hi! Hello, everyone! Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Wow, I'm really pessimistic. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki make cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. How dare she just volunteer me for stuff? Clearly I want to go home and not have an ounce of thought in my head. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned this all out. Fine. I guess I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. It's okay. I eat cupcakes 3 at a time. That makes me want to go buy cupcakes. Oh, I forgot to read that. I'm sorry. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Hey! I'm not a boy! Don't give me a pee-pee. You sisters are mean. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I like this one. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki. I forgot to read the rest of it. I'm sorry. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Hey, do I have to be so rude to everybody? Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I love a cute girl. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Trill. Monica smiles sweetly. Haha, do we know each other? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Does she have a six-pack? Can I lick her abs? Girl smell. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little bit... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Trill. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Ben, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desk arrangements to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Oh boy, are you trying to let me out? Because if it's in the closet with Yuri, you know, the whole game can be tagged Yuri. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icings, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers and look for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Is it poisoned? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? I feel like she's 1 second off from calling us a baka. Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow that smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Big sister Monica. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Hanukkah is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Hey, Monica, what do you mean by that? That's suspicious. Big sister, please don't tell me that you killed other people. How many bodies do you have under your belt, big sister? You can't go around killing every person you see, you know. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. I'm interested in my goal. My goal. I want to turn this Onessa into my girlfriend. Sorry, Monica. Monica must have worked really hard to find just these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So true. What kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't know if I have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally as impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I love a passionate girl. I'm so happy this is not a drinking game. Oh, I slipped up. Not that. How did this happen? Hey, Kakas, pretend you didn't see that, okay? Your adorable little sister would never talk in such a womanly voice. Okay? She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in a world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp onto something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say that out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable sharing her ideas. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Trill? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Trill. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem and bring them to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Trill, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Trill, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to go closer to one of these girls. All right, just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's Yuri, of course. She's so cute. Oh, what do I say? I'll just answer truthfully, and whatever girl I get, well, that's the girl I probably deserve to get. So, disaster. Portrait. Death. I should have chose horror. Oh, grief. Incapable. Hopeless. Depression. Pain. Covet. Defeat. Misery. Meager. Massacre. Destiny. Infinite. Incongruent. Contamination. Tragedy. Shame. Yuri likes deep and complex words. I also like deep and complex words. Hi again, Trill. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Trill. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like, he deserves any slack. Wait, I don't have a pee-pee. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Trill always gives his best as long as he's having fun. I guess I have forced pee-pee, forced masculization. Is he large? Is he big? Chat, is my pee-pee big? Say yes. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Don't be jealous. I love you to the ends of the earth. I would follow you into the depths of the ocean and to the bottom of the sea. I really want to see you smile. Cute girl. How come? You and Choku could become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Does my answers on the little booklet thing actually affect the game? Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal about it if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I feel like it would be bad distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Look at her, chat. Look, chat, she's cute. How could I not? But that only makes her hide her face even deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm only just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. Chat, she wants us. She wants us so bad. Chat, she wants to hold our hands. Unprotected. Chat. If I'm the man in this situation, she wants to bear my children. Chat. Will you be happy to see me and Yuri married? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Oh, dang it. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment in prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Trill? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yuri's cute. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems so completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonists, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books or writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just, something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting. Hold on. Save. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! Oh. Darn. Yuri, you really do apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of us. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. She's so pretty. Hi. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be in a club or something? I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for the second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Big sister's smile is so charming. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Did I just write a poem for nothing? Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. That's not how I remember playing Thumb Wars. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's a bit more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Oh, dear. Are you okay? Okay. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Trill, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, this is so embarrassing you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant that it's kind of cute. Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? Hi. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales inspired from her finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Yuri, why did you just give me homework? Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? You know the rules, and so do I. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I'll start with her. I can trust her opinion and be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? I just chose some random words that I like. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poems again. She liked it. Yay! Well, I know that. I just been Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Are you really late? This game is like really long. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are typical of new writers. And having been through that myself. Huh? I'm sorry, chat. I got like a straight to voice message, no call, a minute ago. And it was like somebody telling me to call them back. But I don't know who it was. Is this game cursed? Am I being haunted, chat? Did one of you prank me? And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounded like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might just take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me or to Natsuki. Notification? Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Yes, this game is cursed. Oh, for fuck's sake. But not yet. Oh, for fuck's sake. We're not a stalker, Vynn. I'm Trill. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I am really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Trill. Really? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. What do you mean the story? She's like, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Trill. And I'm like, what? Yeah, she was talking about how her soul flickers like a street lamp, you dumbhead. I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, you did. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. She is into you, Vynn. Haha, you get that, Yuri. Yuri would never hurt you. Even if she did, I'd be into it. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Trill. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? No one? I guess Sayori also liked the poem a lot, right? When I was doing the prompt. This is a good poem, Trill. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention that the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Trill. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason that I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. I think my second favorite is Sayori. I like Yuri, and then I like Sayori. And then Natsuki is at the bottom, and I want to kick her down the throat. In the stairs. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That was really sad. Huh? I don't like her because she's my childhood friend. I like her because she has depression. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. No, do I really have to show them to all the girls? There's so much reading. Hi, Trill. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. I want to eat cupcakes. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Chill. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Trill. Notification? It's my friend. Streaming, we'll listen later. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Great job, Trill. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Goddamn, what do you mean? I'm deep. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes to using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near at her level. Don't worry about it so much. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things. Blah, 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 blah. Monica is so cute, right, Vynn? No, I don't want to look at anyone other than Big Sister. I told you I have 2 favorites. Why are you trying to push other women onto me? Do you want me to be unloyal? Are you setting me up for failure, big brother? You want me to be unloyal? Is that what it is? I won't be unloyal. I am a good little sister. Why? Don't bully me. Don't bully me. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find out the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. I wasn't doing that in the first place. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'll always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction? The spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I cannot see. I reel. Blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. That's what he said. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. That's what he said. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Monica, what did you just make me read? P.U. Stinky. So, what do you think? Oh. I did this as an endurance test, but if you're serious about 6 hours of reading, then I'm probably going to drop doing the Imouto part of the stream sometime around hour 1.5. I'm already having a lot of trouble, actually. My voice is very hoarse if you can't tell. Hey, big brothers, is that okay with you? Say yes. Please. It's very freeform, if that's what you like to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I just had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too specific. Gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Nope. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Pooh, I don't wanna. Chill, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe, that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? Yes. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just start trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyways, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Hey you. Natsuki. Can you die? Can that be it? Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. And I didn't. I don't like you. I like it, you filthy liar. What? Just be honest. I think that everything about you sucks. I hate your hair. I hate your eyes. I hate your face. I find you annoying. You put flat-chested women to shame. You disappoint me. If I had a choice for who gets eliminated first in this game, it would be you. I want you gone. Little bitch. Square up. Yuri and Natsuki really don't like each other. Yuri is on the right path because I don't like Natsuki. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Because she's annoying. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Jump. Jump. So people don't even take my writing seriously. I wouldn't take anything about you seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Was I supposed to be hit hard? I was hit with the overwhelming feeling of idiocracy. Mediocrity. You suck! Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Write better. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. I want you to fall flat on your face. Down a flight of stairs. Onto a bed of nails. Head first. Hey, you're both small girls. You have to support each other. I don't have to support anyone. Except you, of course. Because I'm your little sister. But that doesn't mean I have to like other girls, okay? So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I ought to rip out your little fang. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Take everything away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. You outran Natsuki by like 17 miles, guy. This is a literature club, after all. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. You really hate Natsuki? Yes, I do. I think tsunderes are the worst thing on this planet. They suck. More often than not. You have to do a tsundere right for me to like her. And Natsuki's done like a stereotypical tsundere. So not bad. She's a meanie. Yeah, exactly. She goes out of her way to literally be rude. And I don't get it. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Jump! 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 Jump, 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 jump! If there is a pier around, please go take your little ass to it, walk over it, and jump into the water. Swim with the fishes. Pull a sayori. Pull a sayori. Oh, I can't wait till she's after the game, out of the game. You mean, I thought I already did that. Thanks, but that didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Trill did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Trill liked my poem too, you know. He even told me that he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You just... Yuri stands up as well. Excuse me, I'm going to put a plug in your hole. Are you ready? I'm just gonna do some insertion. 3, 2, 1. Good job, chat. I believe in you. Maybe you're just jealous that Trill appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Aren't you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Trill started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned to me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Trill? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. First of all, she did not start it. You lying little horse. Natsuki and Chihuahua have a few things in common. Barking, yeah. A female Chihuahua specifically. Because she's definitely a... What's the point of making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Trill. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Trill? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't have picked a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're seriously a talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenched her fists. In the end, nobody is taking her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki sashes her... Okay, chat. We've reached the end of what I can do my lolly voice for. I'm pretty happy. I did it for 30 minutes longer than last time. I can't do it anymore. It's too... I'll still do the voices for the other girls, but from now on when I read, it's going to be in my regular voice because I can't... Whew. It was 30 minutes. It was not 30 minutes. It was an hour, 30 minutes of just straight that voice. I'd like to be able to breathe now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Oh, right. Hold on. Give me a second. That means I need to drop Imouto from the title. Thank you guys for bearing with me. So what is your guys' favorite girl? Obviously, my favorite girl is Yuri. It's actually because I relate to Yuri quite a bit. Like, yeah. I feel like Yuri's actually passionate, you know. Da, 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 da. Knocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Okay. Stream health. Yuri, then Sayori. Oh, just like me. I'm so happy. Monica is life. Monica pisses me off. These girls are crazy. Imouto ASMR roleplay practice over. Doki Doki gameplay. I'll take off the Imouto. Oh, jeez. Okay. Typey. My cute chat, you're adorable. I love you. Okay. Now that the title has changed, ugh. Monica is boring, if that's what you mean. I just feel like when I like my yanderes, I like them crazier. She's just not crazy enough for me, clearly. I make yandere content for funsies, you know. I know the spectrum. She's you know, she's like, she's on the soft side of 8. I just really am not, I don't know. Everything alright? Oh. I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Joel. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, I've played Doki Doki Literature Club before. I know what's happening. I just I haven't played it in years, and I think last time I played the game, I think I was like actually in my teens, and also I think I inadvertently got Natsuki and twigged out. Like, I think I tweaked out really bad. What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Trill, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Chill. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I prefer a loving and subtle yandere is enough for me. Okay. Let's talk about it. Why is Monica not my ideal type of yandere? Because it feels like it's all or nothing. From the beginning of the story, I at least hinted at that Monica already knows that the player is the only person in this world. Like, she's like, oh, I peered through the hole and I realized that you were the one peering into my world and I wasn't able to see into your world, right? So from the very first poem, it's hinted at that Monica already knows that you're the only person in the world who's real, and that she's already like observing you. But with that being said, there's nothing being done with that. I don't know what to tell you. It takes a while for anything to kick off. Like, for days, this is just a normal dating sim. And I don't know. Maybe it's subtle, but it feels like it has all the subtlety of a moving truck, right? Because as soon as she does decide to act, it's instant. It's instant. And I just feel like all or nothing on the crazy scale, really. I don't know. 0 to 100 real fast. If you're going to do a loving and subtle yandere that goes crazy, I feel like it should be gradual. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise that they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Trill, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... I also like Sayori. I love a character who has a lot going on in their life, but still tries their best to be sort of optimistic. I think that kind of character is the cutest character. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught up to the kind of situation that I'm in. Surely being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop here? Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Oops, sorry. I gave you guys a little love tap again. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. As I said last time, I'm picking the ones that I really want to pick. Melancholy. Judgment. Captive. Hopeless. Memories, I feel. Massacre. Despise. Defeat. Unending. Infinite. Again with incongruence. Graveyard. Disown. Misfortune. Let's do death. Let's do grief. Let's do disarray. Uncanny. I forgot how to say that word. Horror. That's what I really wanted to do. I wish they gave us different words. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene treats me. Hi, Trill. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. I don't know anything about Naskuki. I didn't care to listen. I'm gonna be so honest with you. If I ever decided to skip through a part of the story, my tapping would be so fast that you guys would like not experience the story at all. I'm a serial clicker. That's not like you at all. That's why I keep like forgetting to read sometimes, because I'll read with my eyes and then I'll just click. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. What is that? Was that a glitch? How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club. Friendship. So either you're not hungry or wanting an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I can lend you some. That's so funny. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves one option. Bro, like, went fucking detective on her. Wah. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Do you think she's scammed a lot of people with this? Like, how often do you think she succeeds in doing that? Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Tro to let me borrow some money. That's so funny. I'm sorry, that took me out. It's fucking Yuri's gonna be like, give her the money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Honestly, that's good life advice. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. Don't take it back. I got too absorbed in my book. I love how she's over here, like, every time something happens that she doesn't want to be involved in it, she's like, it was my book. My book, chat, it was my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Interesting. Retribution. That. No, I love the idea that she's accepting her revolution. He's rebelling against her just because she, like, asked him to pay for food for her. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come here if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Pwap. Not to be confused with plap. Those are very different sounds. Yeah, out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. What was that? Eh? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Oh. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. What is this? Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a bite. So good. Sayori claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Geez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do I think he gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, geez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans forward and takes a bite out of That's so funny. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Oh, I think that was what the sound was. Sorry. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. I had not noticed. Ugh. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Haven't any of you heard about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a I wouldn't be surprised. Are they gonna say boyfriend? She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. That is not true. That is not true. Yuri, my beloved. Yuri, my beautiful. Yuri, you gorgeous, shy baby girl, you. Honestly, I would take Yuri over Monica every day, any day, all day. Suddenly the door swings over. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. Jeez, you're so strong-willed. That's crazy. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Chat, did we just get dumped in Monica's boyfriend? No say. Like we didn't have a choice. Monica just declared that we were her boyfriend, and that was it, right? You saw that, right? Okay. It's not overheating. Is it? Okay. This whole time my computer has been sounding like an actual airplane. So I was trying to figure out if it was overheating or if it was taking a strain, which is why I kept going silent every once in a while. Chat. How's the stream on you guys' end? How's it? Is it okay? Good quality? Can I see some thumbs up? No complaints. Okay. Thank you. Alright. I guess it's fine. It's just I guess my computer just sounds like it's gonna explode. Okay. Let's try moving it. Sorry, you guys are going to hear a little rustling. I've moved my computer just so that it doesn't overheat, because that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about it overheating. It's not overheating currently. Like, it feels fine, but it sounds like it might explode. Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Stop looking at me. For some reason, I looked at Monica and I was like, she looked like an alien. That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Trill. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd love the chance to share once I'm ready. You know what? With my computer sounding the way it sounded, I'm just gonna boop. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. She's so real for that. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Do you think she's going in there to go to sleep? Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. I just got war flashbacks to what's gonna happen. Sorry. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch it as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettles down on the teacher's desk. I watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Hey, do you guys think that, like, okay, so I'm assuming this is like our center of vision, like if we were looking straight forward, which would mean that we're shorter than Yuri. Right? How tall do you think Yuri is? Shall we go then? Yeah. We're also shorter than Monica. Huh? Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling up the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's kind of mind your own fucking business, ain't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Oh. Ooh, baby girl snap. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Trill in club activities? Huh? My mouth gapes. Why did her pose change to the happy pose? I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then, let's go, Trill. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. I want to make a visual novel so bad, but I feel like my art style's not pretty enough. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing.
I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monaco to judge people like that. Yuri's around 5'5". Yo, gang, she is standing up straight right now, and we are looking like at her throat. Chat, we're 5 feet tall. Chat, we're short. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because I want you to be my girlfriend. I'm looking for a girlfriend. You see that nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We all have emotions. We can't hide them away. But you always amplify the things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ah. No. You wouldn't hate me for something as terrible as that. Why would I hate you? I can't hate for someone for having emotions. I skipped by accident. Friend, you say. Yuri lifts her head. Trill. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk towards the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Trill, do you like oolong tea? No. Yeah. Anything's fine. Liar. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. I almost read 2,000 degrees. I was finna say, why is it so hot? Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Chat. I just clicked in my head that Yuri's 5'5". I'm taller than Yuri. I'm taller than the average Doki Literature Club girl. No, chat. Chat, I'm not beating the tall allegations. I'm not beating the long allegations. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches me the teapot and begins measuring tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Wife material. You must be in a good mood now. Marry her. Is that so? I was letting it show? And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try to express myself a little bit more. Express how excited you would be to put a ring on. My ring. Mwah. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. Chat. If you love me, would you let me have a wife? I get it. We're married. Can I also have a fictional wife? This fictional 2D wife. When it's you who's around anyways. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Trill. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Trill, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What's that? We're Japanese, apparently. It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly. Are we aligning her spine, chat? So I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of my massive belongos. Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! She lying. I know the pain. I know the struggles. I know. I understand. I also have back problems. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a small bag of chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I'll take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each one holding half the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Well, first, calm down, gay. Yuri was always kind of cute, but When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri handed me my teacup. Holding it in my hand, that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Wife material? Indeed. I don't know what your criteria for wives are, but I like making tea, and I like having tea. And I like reading, and I like reading while cuddling the person that I love. I'm single right now, so this is a hypothetical. But if there was, it's you, chat. It's you. I'm not single. We're in a parasocial one-sided relationship. It's me, I'm the parasocial one. Fuck. Anyways, chat. And then I like head pats. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another and hold it up to Yuri. Sad. You're sad. Don't pity me. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place chocolate in her mouth. You know, I was expecting chocolate balls, not chocolate squares. Now kiss her. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. She's cute. Trill. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, I'm not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. I feel like I'm intruding. Like, I feel like I'm third wheeling these people relationship. Get me out of here. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. What kind of friends doing that? Boyfriends and girlfriends. Boyfriends and girlfriends are doing that. I take chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Thank you, Monica. We all say in unison, thank you, Monica. Ooh, Yuri jolts back. Yuri never had a friend before. It's time to share poems. Chill, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up a bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word, I think, or making eye contact, something like that. I get a feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Yuri, of course. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Chill. This one might even be better than yesterday's. Does she have a different answer if I change my poetry style? Like if I had answered all the questions right for Monica, or not Monica, but like Natsuki this time, will she be like, your poems got worse? How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of technique worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job of explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing somebody motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Oh, this poor baby. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem that you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. And the enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. Well, chat. Hello. Well, chat. I think I'm done reading that. All I need to know is raccoon knife. Knife raccoon. You know, I think they have something like that in hillbilly territory, you know? The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. So my bread's always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Hey, so this scares me. Hey, so that was alarming. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical, I hope. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Me neither. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Oh, brother. Suddenly I know what the poem is about. Oh, man. Oh, dang. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what that's supposed to mean. Yeah, what is that supposed to mean? Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Stop. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Sometimes I enjoy writing about them. So why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Trill? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. No, I don't think I do, actually. The best way we can do is to respect each other and our individualities, even if it's a little difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. I should play Fran Bow one day. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Trill. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I feel as if I feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who do I show my poem to next? Sayori. And I think after reading Sayori's, I'm unfortunately going to have to end the stream. I have streamed a lot over the past 2 days. I think I streamed a total of 5 hours, 6 hours yesterday. I was live a lot, so I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my voice is raspy. I think also the voice acting didn't help, but yeah. I streamed in the morning for 3-4 hours while I was drunk. And then I think I streamed again for 30 minutes, and then after that I streamed for an hour, and then I did a watch along for 3 hours. So I really streamed a full job yesterday. And I think my voice is tired of yapping. That's crazy. That's never happened to me before. The desire to shut up. So yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I like this one, Trill. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's her way of saying she likes this one less than yesterday's, I think. That's not very helpful, you know? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me either. Ugh. Why don't you at least try to giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, I sometimes like sad poems too. I will say that for Sayori, I would never put Sayori first in the game for the express purpose of I hate the introduction to her where he consistently talks negatively about her. I could never, even in the beginning, I couldn't imagine those two having a happy ending because his whole thought process was she's annoying. we don't even talk to each other. I wish she would leave me alone. Like, I just feel like that really sucked. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. I understand that. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Trill. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle and keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave. Discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off of my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all in all, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? Frantically, I pull them all down from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile beneath my feet, between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I'm going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep that up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of being obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay. Empty slot 3. And I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming. I'm sorry that it couldn't be longer. My voice really is like wearing out. Like I'm probably not going to actually speak for the rest of the day because my voice is really bad. My throat hurts kind of bad. Though that might just be the GERD. Anyways, I value you. If I don't get to say it again, and if no one else tells you, I'm happy that you were born. I think that you're amazing. You deserve only the best things in life. And yeah. Senpai Japalaki.